Welcome to this video workshop from Sim2. In this episode we're going to show you the procedures on replacing a lamp. Now the models covered are on screen now, however the techniques used will vary from model to model, but the basic procedures are the same, so please take this into consideration when following the instructions. Now the basic toolkit you need is a number 2 crosshead screwdriver, a small pair of cutters, a soft brush and a replacement tie wrap. This tie wrap is for the lamp connector for earlier models. Before we attempt to remove the top cover, let's just talk about safety. It's absolutely vital that the projector is switched off and the power cord is removed. If you have been using the projector very recently and it's still warm, then it's a good idea to allow it to cool down before attempting to change the lamp. The question is, which lamp? As you can see on screen, we have a variety of lamps with all different connectors. The early series projector, the HT200, used lamps from Philips, where the later products used lamps from Osram. Now, to help us identify the right lamp, not only do we need the model number, but we will also need the serial number of the product, and this will enable us to make sure that you get the right lamp. Now, the other question we get asked all the time is, can I use alternative lamps in my projector? And the short answer is no. It will impair the performance of the product and in some severe cases damage the lamp driver and other associated electronics. So Sim2 cannot recommend the use of third-party lamps. Just a quick word on lamp handling. Some caution is needed as it does contain small traces of mercury, and you can see the symbol for mercury here. Now this does mean you should not dispose of the old lamp in your domestic waste, and Sim2 do recommend you take it to your local recycling centre for correct disposal. Now the lamp is made out of glass, so you should not handle the rear reflector but hold the lamp by the housing as you can see here. Another important thing is not to touch the front infrared filter, as the oil from your skin will damage this filter and impair the lamp's performance. Now we're ready to remove the top cover, so get your screwdriver and remove the 2 screws on the back here, and then flip the projector over and remove the 2 screws on the base here and here. When you come to lift the top cover up, just remember on T2 lens versions this protrudes slightly, so when removing the cover, lift up and forward to clear the lens. The lamp is located under this fan housing. Now it does vary from model to model. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 screws that need to be removed, plus they may be in slightly different locations, so please be aware. This unit has 2 screws located here, and the 3rd screw is being highlighted by the small yellow arrow. We're nearly ready to remove the lamp. We just got to disconnect it from the projector. Now the connector here is located at the rear. There's a small clip, just move it to one side and the plug can simply be removed. Now the connectors do vary from model to model and sometimes they're in a different location, but the basic principle is exactly the same. With the screws removed and the lamp unplugged, we're now ready to remove it. Just take care with the 2 cables that you can see on screen. The first one is the supply feed to the fan, and the second cable is the sensor to prevent the lamp from overheating. All we need to do now is take hold of the lamp assembly and pull upwards. You may find it a little tight, but it should come away relatively easily, and you will find it will take the lamp with it as well. So just remove that and pull the cables through the housing and dispose of the lamp in the correct manner. Now with the lamp assembly removed, we have access to the lower fan and the condenser lens. Please don't touch this lens with your fingers, but the chances are the area will become quite dusty. So please take hold of your soft brush and remove any dust that you can see on the lens and also on the lower and upper fan assembly. And don't forget, while we have the projector apart, the 3 fans on the base will need cleaning as well. We're now ready to fit the replacement lamp. I have a new lamp assembly here, and I would just like to draw your attention to the small pin at the side of the lamp housing. It's very important that this pin correctly locates into the hole at the base of the light engine. With the engine removed from the projector, you can clearly see the small hole that the pin needs to fit into. It's absolutely vital that you get this correct. In this example, you can see here the lamp is not fitted correctly. The pin has missed the hole. This is a common mistake that is made when fitting replacement lamps, and this will result in poor uniformity and a dim picture. So now we simply reposition the lamp so that the pin is correctly located and the lamp is nice and parallel, as you can see here. With this information in mind, we can now start to replace the lamp. So simply locate that pin and make sure the lamp sits nice and parallel to the light engine. And now we can fit the fan cover. We just need to mention a couple of things when replacing the fan cover. Try and make sure that the cables from the lamp do not interfere with the fans. Also, the cover is metal, so it's important that you don't trap the cables when you push the cover down. Doing so will cause severe damage to the projector. Once you're comfortable that the cables are in the correct position, locate the lamp cover over the top of the light engine. If you do have any slack on the lamp cable, then just simply pull that through, and then you should be able to just simply push down on the lamp cover to get it into the right position. It will be a little bit tight, but it should just snap into place like so. Once we've refitted the screws into the lamp cover, we're ready to reconnect the lamp. This connector will only go in one way, and it will vary from model to model. Also be aware that the position of the connector will be in a different location. Now once we've done that, we just need to make sure that the cables fit neatly and they don't interfere with the top cover. Now the final part of the reassembly process is refitting the top cover. It's a good idea while you have this removed just to give the ventilation slots a bit of a clean with a soft brush. This improves ventilation. Now the refitting is a reversal of the process that you did when you removed it. Just please pay attention to the T2 lens. You do need to make sure that lens is through the aperture before pressing down on the top cover. Also pay attention that you don't trap any of the lamp cables. Now the final part of the process is simply to reset the lamp counter, and to do that we need access to the remote control. The basic layout is the same across all of the models, and the two buttons that we're interested in are this button here that has a dot on it, and this one here that has the I for info symbol. On Domino projectors, this button has the speaker mute symbol, but the process is exactly the same. Instructions to access the service menu on HT200 series is at the bottom of your screen now. On the remote control, you need to press these two buttons in sequence within 1 second, and this will bring up the new service menu window, which you can see now. Access to the service menu is password protected. Please don't give this code out to end users, it's for dealers and distributors only. Now enter the number which is on screen now via the remote control, and once you've done that, press the menu plus key and this will bring up the second window. Now we're only interested in the lamp hour reset. Please don't enter into any of the other sections of the service menu. The small symbol pointing to the right means there's a sub-menu. Simply by pressing the arrow right button on the remote control, this will open up the sub-window. We just need to press the arrow down button on the remote control and highlight reset lamp hours, and then once again this will bring up the small arrow indicating to the right. Press the right arrow button and the lamp counter will be reset. Now to escape from the service menu, all you need to do is hit the escape button on the remote control. One last simple check before we finish off is to press the I for info button on the remote control, take a quick look at the lamp hour meter and it should read 0.